cabins. And this is where she said turn right and keep turning right. Let's see what these signs say. Holly Creek to the right. Emery Court Trail number 97 is East Jacks River Fields Recreation Area. stop and check on the water and see what's going on. We may have connection here. Well, the blooming radiator hose clamp broke, of all things. I usually have some water or antifreeze, but I don't have either one. And I certainly don't have a radiator hose clamp. Oh well, let me see if I can make a call. Gorgeous view. Nice place to be stuck and broke down in. You know, you prepare for all kinds of stuff. But the one thing you don't prepare for is what's going to hit you. I've been working on cars for over 50 years. This is the first time I've ever had a steel radiator hose clamp break. Just snapped. I normally have water, but not this time. Had some fellows give me 10 bottles, about 16.9 ounces. So I'm pouring those in slowly so as not to let the water expand too fast and crack the block. Hopefully I'll have enough gas to get back to Jasper. It says 33 minutes. I think I've got enough gas. I have zip tied the heater hose clamp, or the heater hose, back to the radiator. And we will start back off down the hill. We're going to lose cell coverage shortly, so I have GPS'd my location to my son-in-law daughter. But I'm going to leave this location and head down the hill. I can ride the bike out. I just hate leaving my van with all my stuff in it. But we're going to finish pouring this water in and finish pouring it in slowly and then start down the hill. There's a waterfall down the hill, maybe another 10 minutes. We'll stop and make sure we have enough water, and we'll watch that heater. I said this will only get it about half full, but maybe that'll keep it cool enough to get to that waterfall and get some more water. And then hopefully we'll have enough gas to make it on out, as long as these zip ties hold. I got 2 on it. I think I might put 1 more. I think I've got room. I don't know. I think we'll just go with the 2, see how it works. Well, of all things, a steel radiator hose clamp breaks. I've put 6 bottles of water in slowly, let them expand slow as to not crack the block. I'm going to go ahead and crank it and pour these other 4 bottles in, and then try to get down the hill to the waterfall and get some more water, and then try to make it back to LJ. I have just put zip ties on that hose, and hopefully they will hold. Okay, we're starting off. That's only about half the water it needs. We're about to lose GPS and phone. So we're going to coast. The brakes got hot too, and going down this section here, they're really going to heat up. We'll stop at the waterfall, or maybe before, and See how things are doing. Keep an eye on this temperature gauge, and hopefully we've got enough gas. If I knew we had enough gas, I would use the transmission, the gears. I'd take it down to second and first to slow it down, but not knowing about gas, I think we're going to have enough gas. I'm going to take that chance rather than heat the brakes up too hot. There's a wildlife management area check station down here too. I don't know if they have water there, but if we can get to this waterfall, we'll have that. We'll have water covered. I started to stay there last night. Side of here, that's for sure. That's worse than Couche Gap. Further down and steeper. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this. I got suckered in. I saw National Forest and Wildlife Management Area. And I still think I've got enough gas, but I certainly didn't anticipate a steel radiator hose breaking, or hose clamp breaking. Hopefully we'll make it to the waterfall. We'll stop and let everything cool back down. Fill it up with water, and try to get to LJ, get us some antifreeze, hose clamp. Okay, well we did make it. It's right here. We'll fill up with water here. Okay, the engine and the brakes have cooled off. The zip ties seem to be keeping it from leaking. I haven't noticed a leak. We have filled the radiator up. It would take a little more, but not much. We have overfilled the reserve tank there, and we have filled the bottles back up. So we have over a gallon of water in. Well, with the overfill in the tank, we probably got 2 gallons of extra water, and it doesn't appear to be leaking. So that's, I think we've got that taken care of until I can get a hose clamp and some more antifreeze and and some distilled water. I normally only add distilled water in these radiators. So now I think we've got plenty of gas, but I don't know that. So what concern there is now turns to gasoline. We'll keep this in mind and watch that temperature gauge, but I think we're okay now. Okay, we're going to head out. We have filled the radiator. We have overfilled the reserve tank. Temperature is below normal. The zip ties seem to be holding fine. Didn't see any leak. So we're going to start off down the hill. And hopefully gas is not a concern either, but we'll find out, won't we? So I didn't have any intentions of getting suckered into a national forest and a wildlife management area. But they did it. All they had to do was stick a sign on the side of the road, and they had me. Yeah, brakes cooled off, engine cooled down. Now I need to feel that highway sound. I go Maybelline. We got a long way to go. Even going downhill, the gas tank is still not showing empty. And like I say, the most I've put in it, unless the owner's manual is incorrect, is 26 gallons and holds 31. So I'm going to follow my Google back to Jasper, not Jasper, I keep getting Jasper, LJ crossed. Follow my Google back to LJ, get some Crestone or some type of antifreeze. Let me get GM, get a radiator hose clamp. We may do it right there in the parking lot. And then see what else we can find. We'll be able to finish our drive on 52, on Georgia 52 and 2 over to Chatsworth. Looks like these hills are going to be full of mountain bikers today, hikers and mountain bikers. Temperature gauge has gotten a little up over what it normally does. Keep an eye on it. Coast. It's going to heat up the brakes. The engine could have got hot enough to, no, I don't say, to freeze that radiator shut. I mean, the thermostat shut, but I don't think so because it looked like it swallowed. Make a 180-degree turn down here. Looks like I still have service. Now temperature's dropped down to normal now. Maybe I just needed to finish getting the water on through the system. But that is a first for me. A steel hose clamp breaking. Just snapping. Seen a lot of crazy things on automobiles in the last 60 years, but prepared for just about everything for that. As far as what you can do, you know, on the side of the road anyway. up on that 180 now. We're just going to coast and let it cool down. Try to keep the brakes as cool as possible. We may have to stop and let them cool off. I wonder if they need help. Y'all need anything? Okay. Hey, you're welcome. Okay, thanks. These hills are going to be full of folks. Got another 180 coming up down here. I want to ride the bike today, get about 5 or 10 miles on it. Down to 3 bars. I don't charge it till it gets on down to about 1. I like to ride it till it gets down to 1 and then put it on charge tonight. Now it looks like she is our Google. Okay, here we go. 2 press stones, 2 distilled waters, hose clamps. Now what we need is a nice shady spot in a national forest. Let the engine cool down. Take care of it. Look for Dex Cool, GM, Prestone GM, Dex Cool or whatever, if they didn't have any.